I don't remember like this war with the great houses being like incoming or whatever. I just got the impression that things were finalized or something. So when I read the first
Hmm.
book, I wasn't like motivated to like, oh, I need to read the second one. Like, what's going to happen next? I got this feeling like, okay, this is how the story went. This is like almost like it was all said and done, more or less, when I read the book,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
not the impression you get when you watch this movie, which is like, oh, there's still something coming. There's more. Like, there's a war coming.
Yes. So that was a thing I was curious about too, because when I recalled reading this, I had the same thing. And having read the second book, you do not see a holy war go on in book two. So Dune Messiah doesn't have that, right? Where is this coming from? And what are they going to do in the next movie? Right. Because clearly there's going to be a part three. Probably going to be part of the well, it's going to be the next book because unless you just decide to go in your own complete direction, which hopefully they don't do that. But there's the Dune Messiah, which is the next story, is very different um from having a holy war. And so I at first was because yeah, I thought the same thing. Reread the end just to be sure what happens. What happens is that message is sent up to the other great houses who have arrived above Dune, and they say, don't land, otherwise we're going to blow up all spice on this planet, which is significant because that's how they travel, and the only way to harvest it is through this planet, Dune. So don't go anywhere, like don't do anything, otherwise you guys won't be able to travel in the near future. And that is all you hear. You don't hear anything else. You don't hear that they say yes. You don't hear that they say no. That's just what happens. And so, my understanding when I read the books, which I haven't read the first book in a while, I've read most of the other ones fairly recently within the past 2 or 3 years, right? So, the first one had been a while. I had to refresh on that. Dune Messiah, based on my quick research before I started this, is the understanding is that that jihad war does occur, but it
Hmm.
occurs between book one and book two.
Interesting. Huh.
Yes. So the jihad, the holy war, does occur, but it doesn't occur in our understanding of the storyline. Like it doesn't happen in a way that we see it. So because the whole thing just follows I mean, the next book is very political as well, and about assassination attempts and whatnot. So it's spoiler alert, but it's very interesting because the way that they end it, it looks like what we're going to see next in the next movie is this grand epic space war that's about to go on across the galaxies, and that's just not really what the books are about. So maybe we'll see a montage of that occurring. Maybe we won't. Um, Personally, and this is like a little bit of a spoiler, but I don't think that prophecy that okay, this yeah, I don't think that prophecy that Paul has about all those people dying is about all those people starving and whatnot is about the holy war.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
I could be wrong on my interpretation of that, and you should read the books if you want to find out what I do think it is, and you will then know. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say on that.